I just came back from hosting my first retreat in Tulum, Mexico, and around the theme of embodiment, coming home to your soul essence. And there were some crazy shifts that happened while we were there. But I want to talk about there was a zone-wide blackout that was supposed to only be 10 to 15 minutes, turned into a couple hours, turned into about 8 hours on the travel day that the girls were coming to Tulum, and I had no way to access or to be able to communicate to them. This comes back to a question of how do you lead yourself when 3D shit is hitting the fan? About 9:30 or 10 o'clock a.m., I realized we didn't have any power inside of the villa, and it was just me. And so I was walking around, I realized I didn't have Wi-Fi, and the data wasn't working as either. And this is common in Tulum, so I already kind of had an idea of this is a possibility. It's not something that I'm manifesting, but I'm like, okay, cool. So let me just walk around and see if I can get a spot of data so I can text concierge. And I reached out to them, and they were able to let me know that they had already notified the company and that they were working on it. But they're like, of course, there's nothing that they can do, right? So I did let them know that I was having a hard time connecting at all, and that the girls were on their way, and they had connected with the drivers, and everybody had the girls fully supported that were flying into Tulum that day. I didn't have to worry about a thing because concierge was fully supporting me, and the women that were coming and the drivers were already in contact with them to be able to pick them up from the airport and navigate them and get them to the villa safely. During this time, I was like, okay, well, we'll swim in the pool downstairs. I swam and I relaxed, and then I went upstairs and swam for a little bit, and then I took a shower and I did B-roll, and I had ordered an acai bowl the night before, thankfully, and so I ate that for a mid-breakfast. I also ate cold rice for lunch because I had no way to order any food, and I was like, it's totally fine, we're good. And I just relaxed. And I remember when I was in the pool on the rooftop, I heard from my spirit team, there's nothing to do, only to be. And here's the thing, you can't always prepare for everything, right? I had prepared an itinerary, the chef menu, the beach day, all the things, but there was so many different situations that happened that it became a situation of how do I lead myself in this situation. And it's not even something you think about in real time, it's something that turns on because it is the essence of who you are. And it's the moments of work that you're doing for yourself and on yourself and within yourself now that when those situations happen, you can either let 3D allow it to shit hitting the fan, or you can be like, no, I actually got this. It's totally fine. There wasn't a moment of panic at all. Foreign country, women traveling around the world to come to Tulum in a huge villa with no power and no access to communicating to people. And I was just floating around the pool, living my best life. And maybe this isn't your experience. Maybe you are not in a villa in a foreign country waiting for women to fly around the world to come see you as you're hosting a retreat. However, there are situations in your life that come up that are holy cow, this wasn't part of the plan, right? And do you panic or do you surrender? And I want you to get really honest with yourself. The last time something like this happened, did you panic or did you just fully surrender? And here's the thing. You've been trying to access your power from something external from you. Your spirit team, your tarot and oracle cards, or even meditating. We love that. That is a check-in with us. But even your spirit team, your angels, guides, loved ones, they want you in your power too. They are here. They've fully got your back. And also they want you in your power. And what happens when you are in a space where you don't have your cards, or you are in a place where you can actually meditate or have a full-on conversation with your spirit team? What then? It's the work that you're doing now. It's the coming home to your soul essence. That is what brings you to your power. That's what brings you home closer to you. All of it is part of the process, but you are the power.